welcome back to my channel. I'm Sunya from Periwinkles Day School and I'm an educationalist from the past 9 years. And this is my 10th year now. And I worked in New Delhi and Bangalore, and now I'm doing the same here in Hyderabad. So I deal with toddlers, the preschoolers and the kindergarten kids. So by the title of this video, you might have understood what it's all going to be. Yes, it's going to be the journey of me becoming an educationalist from my career, which was a dietitian and a nutritionist. So this is going to be an interesting topic. So many of my school classmates, my college classmates actually asked this question through messages, WhatsApp and calls. So I thought of making a video on this, which I feel it would be an inspiration for many teachers out there and educationalists out there and even parents. So I thought of making a video. So let us have a little story time. So let's get started with the video. So this all started from my parents. My mother is a principal from the past 35 years and my dad was the director of the school for almost the same term, and he also used to work as an HR in another reputed company. So we had a routine to get up, sleep, eat, school, our study hours, our playtime, our dance time, everything. We had a routine and we used to enjoy that routine because we got used to it and we used to enjoy it. We had everything because of that routine. Our health was perfect. So that was how it was going on. And I remember how my parents used to work hard for the kids in the school. They sacrificed a lot of things, their personal life they have sacrificed. They used to take care of us at home, and then they used to take care of the kids in the school, the hostelers, the wardens, the residential staff, the mess, the cooks, the menu for the day, and the vehicles, the transport on the campus, all these things. I still remember how they used to do it when we were kids. And the most important thing, which my father even now sometimes he shared it with us, that when my mom was carrying with my little brother, actually we are three, me, my little sister and my little brother. I and my sister have an age gap of 1 year. I'm the eldest, and my little brother and me, we have a lot of gap in between. So when my mom was carrying with my brother in her womb, she worked with the whole pregnancy term. She worked going to school and having rounds throughout the campus. There was 3-floor campus and she used to have round throughout the campus and taking care of the school kids, us, her health, the hostlers, everything, all that. Of course my dad was there to support her and take care of all these things, but he also had his job. So when he used to be working in his job, she used to take care of all these things. So that was how it was going on. And one more thing, they never appointed any nanny or caregiver for me and my sister. So how they did it is, when my mom was working in the school, my dad was always there taking care of us. And when my dad was in his work, my mom was always there taking care of us. So some or the other, either my mom or my dad was always with us, taking care of us, our baths, our food, our studies, everything. So we were never kept in some other's hand, any third person's hand, except my mom and dad. So that was how we were brought up. And my dad says about the incident, about how strong my mom is, that during her third pregnancy, the whole term she went to school, and days before her C-section, her third C-section, also she went to school. And after her third C-section was done, she came back home, and on the 12th day, she took her 12 days old baby and went to the school and resumed to her work. She was not able to sit at home because all the other kids there, their future is in it. She felt that the kids' future was in her hands, so she didn't take much rest. She took her 12 days old baby to the school, and she used to take him to the school, and she just resumed back to work. So that was what my dad, even today, he tells us that how strong my mom is. But let me tell you one thing. You might have heard that behind every successful man there is a woman, but I would also add another thing to this, that behind every successful woman there is a man. So in my parents, in the life of my parents, I have seen it that behind my dad's success, my mom was always there, and behind my mom's success, my dad was always there. So they were always supporting each other in everything. They were always together in one word. So they were like different souls in one body. It's some kind of like that, or different one soul in different bodies, you can say. So they were like that. So I remember, whenever I remember this incident, my mom carrying my brother, 12 years old brother, going to school and resume her duties. When I remember this, when I was in my higher school, whenever I remember this, I fixed it in my mind that I'm never going to go into teaching. I don't like teaching, and I'm never going to teach, because teaching, teaching needs a lot of dedication. They need to dedicate their time, their health, and a lot of things, their personal life they have to sacrifice. So I cannot do that. That was what I felt. I can't do that, and I'm not going to do that. That was what I felt, and I was busy in my studies, to build up my career. And when I was going to college, I was busy with my studies. Half day I was free, from afternoon I was free, so I was doing my dietitian graduation in my dietetics. So I was evenings, my mom used to take classes for the kids who were weak in their education. So I started helping my mother. Initially I started helping her, whatever she says, I used to do that. So that was the help that I used to give to my mother initially, and this started at the end of 2011. So slowly, as the days passed on, I started getting interest in there, and without my mom telling what I have to do in teaching, I started initiatively I started teaching the kids. So by the end of 2012, I felt the calling for teaching. I'm using the sentence calling for teaching because teaching is a very sacred thing. I know all the teachers, many teachers out there believe this. Teaching is a very holy thing. It's a very sacred thing, because the lives of the kids are in our hands. As we are teachers, the lives of parents put their kids' lives in our hands in order to build them, not only giving them education and building them educational wise, but we also have to see the development, well-being, and the development of the kid. So that is what I felt, that it is a very holy thing. That's why I use the sentence, the term calling. I felt the calling for teaching. So this is what I felt at the end of 2012. And in the year 2013, we started a school. We established a school. I started a school, and my parents helped me a lot during this educational, during the career of me being an educationalist. So that is how my journey started, and it was going on well. And in the year 2007, I got married, and after my marriage, my husband started supporting me the same way my parents supported me. So I was lucky in that way. So in the year 2018, I gave birth to my firstborn son, and the same thing which happened in my mom's life had happened in my life. I didn't do it intentionally or planned or anything. I was healthy during my total pregnancy term, so I was going to school. I was sitting, I was playing with kids, I was sitting down, getting up, jumping, everything was normal. So I enjoyed the pregnancy term with the kids in the school, as it was a play school, So everything went on well, and few days before my delivery also I went to the school. And after my delivery, Same day, same thing happened with me. I had my first C-section. My mother's was the third C-section with my brother. Mine was the first C-section with my son. I carried my 12 days old son and went to the school and resumed my duties. I didn't do it intentionally or planned for that. I got a lot of calls. If I didn't go that day to my to the work, to school, everything would have got messed up. So I had to start it. I had to go to school. So that was how the situations made it to happen. So the same thing which happened in my mom's life had happened in my life. So that was how. And then in the year 2019 my daughter was born, and the same everything was going on well. The school, that was taking care of the kids. I did not appoint any nanny for my kids anytime till now. I myself took care of my kids with the support of my husband. So it's and after my daughter was born at the end of 2019. So in 2020, in the month of March, February ending or March, COVID hit the world. It shook the world, and we had a lockdown, a very bad lockdown, and due to which the schools and everything were on lockdown. So we were all at home, and then we started the online teaching. I did not give a gap. So I could not give gap actually. When my son was born, daughter was born, they were infant kids, they were toddlers, nothing stopped me. I started my online teaching, teaching the kids, and didn't neglect my school kids, didn't neglect my kids, my own kids. So that was how the journey till now went on. And now this Periwinkle school, which I have established here in Hyderabad, I'm going to shift it to another campus. So please, we are in that work. So please put it in prayers, or whenever you pray, please put this little petition along with your prayers, so that it would help us to do everything smoothly. And also please pray for all the kids who has resumed to their schools after all this lockdown and all the things. Adjusting back to school life is a little bit difficult for parents as well as the kids and also the teachers, but but the teachers will go on well, because they know that it is a dedicated job and they have to sacrifice for it. So that is how my journey started, and it is still going on, and I don't want to give a gap in teaching at all. There is no second thoughts. I want to continue this, and I feel that this is a very holy, a simple and very sacred life that I am leading, and I'm happy with it. So I just want to constantly work for the development and well-being of the kids to whomever I am teaching, and educational wise also. So that is my journey, and I hope this would be a little inspiration for few teachers out there and few parents out there. So see you all in another video. So if you can relate your life to mine, please mention it in the comment section below, and share your experiences with me, and please like this video if you loved it, and also subscribe to my channel to support the cause, and share it with as many as you know. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Bye bye. Take care all of you.